Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the brand new Warhammer 40,000 Psychic Awakening Phoenix Rising. So this is book one. It doesn't say book one anywhere, but it is book one of this Psychic Awakening. Games Workshop have been hyping this up for a little while. It's apparently one of the biggest things that's happened in the lore since like Horus Heresy. They always sort of say some things like that, don't they? But basically, yes, this is the next big thing in Warhammer 40,000 after the, Primaris and all those things that have happened. Now this book will set you back £25. That's quite pricey for 80 pages, in my opinion, because codexes are normally 100 plus, normally, for the similar price. So I would have preferred it if it was like 20. I can understand 20, because it's a hardback book, but it's quite pricey, and in my opinion, it should have come in the Blood of the Phoenix. I think they should have had Psychic Awakening, Blood of the Phoenix, So this is the first one, and then they could have each box set with this book in. And yeah, they could sell the book separately if you didn't want to get those miniatures, or if you already had those miniatures, or you want to buy the miniatures separately. But no, they didn't. So this is the book. They've actually released a collector's edition of it as well, can you believe it, for £50 for 80 pages. Never mind. We're going to unwrap this and have a look at what all of the fuss is about. Let's see. So, hope and despair entwine. The Eldari are a race in decline. Yet though their extinction looms, their power is great and their determination to face the threats against them strong. In recent times, a new dawn has risen for this ancient race, heralding what might be their salvation or their doom. The Ynnari believe the former and would see the slumbering god Iniad rise to conquer the Eldari's greatest nemesis, the Chaos God Slaanesh, who will stop at nothing to defeat them. Now Yvraine, leader of the Ynnari, has dreamt of Slaanesh's huntress, who is bent on slaying her, feasting on her soul and ending the threat posed by Iniad forever. Calling upon elements of the disparate Eldari factions, Azurani, Drakari, Harlequins, Corsairs and Exodites, Yvraine stands on the verdant maiden world of Iath-Glass, ready to meet her race's fate. Ooh. So there, inside you'll find unfolding drama of the Eldari during the period of the Psychic Awakening, brand new theatres of war missions, new and dynamic rules, a suite of rules for the Ynnari, allowing you to harness the power of Iniad with relics. So basically, the rules for Iniad and the Ynnari are in here now. They did come out in White Dwarf, which I went through. I didn't go through the models, I think I should have done, but now I can go through them again using this actual book, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, like I said before, it will set you back 80 pages. It is exactly 80 pages, yeah. And yeah, it costs you £25. You've got this lovely piece of artwork that's on the front of the Blood of the Phoenix box set. I just want to bring the book up a bit closer for you. So let's have a look at this. So Phoenix Rising. This is the hour of our demise. So you've got contents, you've got the introduction. The Eldari are a race fractured and upon the edge of extinction, yet still the remnants of its once glorious civilization stand proud and defiant against their many enemies. Their story is one of tragedy and despair, but also hope, for amongst their dwindling numbers are some who preach that salvation can be found through death. There you go. So you got the Dathedian, a psyche inflamed, the ancient and the new, and the Visage. You got a lovely, beautiful map there. Lots of colours. It shows you where all the craft worlds are as well. Pretty good. Yeah. It'd be cool if it had a map with it. I think it'd be nice if all books had maps, like a big map. The Hunter Unleashed, the Fates of the Craft Worlds, the Ulthways Mercy, the Adonis Palace Massacre, Wrath of Komorag, the Godri Falsehood, Iandan Reborn, Laughing in the Face of Death, Hope and Despair Entwine, Missions. Wow, look at that Wraith Knight. Beautiful, beautiful. Wars of the Eldari. Then you've got Theatres of War, Echoes of War Sky Strike, Echoes of War Bitter Reversal, Echoes of War Confrontation. So you've got quite a few Echoes of War missions there. Craft Worlds. So Children of the Stars, points values, attributes, and then you've got an Azurani name generator. That's pretty cool. Why can't they have a Space Marine name generator? I've been looking for a Space Marine name generator for ages. That's really cool that they've got one of these. I like that. Oh, and then you've got the rules for Jane Zara in here. That's excellent. So you don't need to go about, a bit like Shadow Spear, with the Chaos book, with the Vigilus book. You've got the rules for Jane Zara in this first Psychic Awakening book, which is great. And they're in full colour, and it's nice. This is how I would hope codexes would be. You've got Jane Zara, you've got a bit about her, you've got some beautiful pictures of the model, you've got another picture of model of her in battle sort of thing, and then you've got the data sheet. That is perfect, and that is what they did in the Vigilus book as well. I can't trump that. That is fantastic. Well, the only thing I can trump is if you had the points cost value as well somewhere, like maybe there, like an extra thing there, an extra row there, or just after the keywords, just put points value, or have another box there with a points cost. That's the only thing I can think of where I'd improve it, but that is perfect. I'm liking that. Howling Banshee. Oh, this just gets better. This is a gift that keeps on giving. Come on, look, they've repeated it with the Howling Banshees, and then you've got that, and then that is brilliant. Made my day. So you've got the Howling Banshees and all of their profiles there. I will be going through the models when I review them, and when I review this book as well. I'll review this book separately. I'll compare it to the Eldari Codex as well. Then that's it. So you just got Howling Banshees and Jane Zara. Powers of the Aspect Shrines. Hey, it's annoying that we don't have all the Aspect Warriors in one book, other than the Codex, obviously. But that's what they're going to do. They're going to sort of drip feed it. And if they've got a good enough story behind that, I suppose that's fine. But you've got a little bit about, the Fire Dragons, the Dire Avengers, the Dark Reapers, which are like one of my favourites, Howling Banshees, Swooping Hawks, Striking Scorpions, and Shining Spears, Crimson Hunters, and Warp Spiders. I like the Warp Spiders too. Runes of Fortune, so some psychic abilities there. Craft World attributes. This is pretty cool. Depending on which craft world that they're from, you've got these attributes. Wow, loads. And then the Drukhari. So you've got a section here about the Drukhari. So Denzians of the Dark City. And then you've got a name generator for them as well. Akar Poison Blade. Flicker Blade. Blood Sister. Wow, it's pretty cool. The Bleak. The Last Touch. Finger Snap. Oh, you could have Kylos Finger Snap. Oh, what a cool name generator. Anyway, you've got Drazar, so in a similar fashion to Jane Zara, you've got a picture of him and his data sheet and him posing sort of in a battle. And you've got New Incubi. Again, exactly the same format. And then that's it. Then you've got Drukhari Obsessions, the Cabal Obsessions, the Witch Cult Obsessions, Homunculus Coven Obsessions, I can never say Homunculus, and then Inari, yes, so you've got the three factions in here, technically. So here's the Inari, Children of Iniad. So yeah, you basically replace keyword Craftworld, Cabal, Witch Cult or Mask with Reborn Azurani. There you go. So using using an Inari army in Warhammer 40,000. You can use everything, you know, Eldar, Dark Eldar, Witch Cult, and Harlequins, basically. So you've got some points there straight away. That's a bit strange, but you've got the Visage, you've got the Incarn and Ivrain. Incarn is 280 points. You know, there's been so much, you know, they've got brand new plastic Incarn, lovely, beautiful model. Where's the avatar of Kane? Where is he? He's coming. I know he's coming at some point. He's got to be. You know, and if he just turns out to be a plastic version of Forge World's awesome resin avatar, then that's still okay. But I reckon we're in for something special, I'm sure. Anyway, you got a lovely, lovely picture here of Ivrain and the data sheet. Again for the Visage. And finally for the Incarn, the deathly avatar of Iniad. Yep, same movement speed of Jane Czar. 9 wounds, 6 attacks. You've got the Vilith Tsar, the Sword of Souls. Strength of the user, which is 6, but its AP is -4. Damage is D6. That's alright, but you can re-roll the wound roll. It's got a 4+ invulnerable save. You can regain lost wounds. Yeah, pretty strong. Don't know why it's got a ballistic skill, but there we go. Inari stratagems. Warlord traits. Revenant discipline. Relics of Iniad, and tactical objectives. And then a nice little outgoing story there as well. So that's pretty solid. Yeah, it would have been nice if it was 20. Sucks that it's 25. You don't get an awful lot of data sheets if you're just going to look at it that way. You get a fair few missions, yeah. You get a fair bit of lore and backstory, which if you're an Eldar player, you'll be definitely looking forward to. You get a data sheet for Jane Czar and the Banshees, for Drazar and the Incubi, and then for the 3 Inari, and you know, the ability to use the, you know, all of your different Eldar basically in Warhammer 40,000 as like one army, as this reborn, is pretty cool. You know, I bought the box set Blood of the Phoenix mainly for Jane Czar and the Hound and Banshees, because I want to support that, because I want to see all Phoenix Lords in plastic and Aspect Warriors in plastic at some point, much more than I want to see 20 different types of Primaris Reaver or whatever. Basically more of the same. I want to see these newer models, these newer highly detailed models, creative models, and now I can. You know, I've got my Eldar army, I've got the Inari, and now I've got some Drakari, which I can build on if I want to. If there is any Dark Eldar that you would suggest me get and you want me to unbox and review, please put it in the comments. I'm open to suggestions, as always. Anyway, that is my first look at the Psychic Awakening Book 1, Phoenix Rising. Really looking forward to the next one. But I think before we get the next one, I think we'll have Sisters of Battle or Adeptus Sororitas. We've just got next week for Primaris release with the Imperial Fists, the Salamanders, the Repulsor and the Incursors, and some extra upgrade sprues. Then I think we're pretty much in November, and November is all about the Sisters. So looking forward to that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.